Hi everyone, my name is David Kelly. I'm the Program Director for the eLearning Guild, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to another Twist Conversation. Today I'm pleased to be welcoming Margie Johnson from the Metro Nashville Public Schools. Welcome, Margie.
Hello, David. Nice to be here.
Thank you so much for joining me. I know you're going to be at our DevLearn conference this October doing a workshop and a concurrent session, and you're going to be exploring the topic of big data and how it can be used within learning and education to help us make better decisions. And big data is a very popular topic right now. It's a bit of a buzzword. Buzzwords always scare me because the understanding is the term winds up being used more than there's understanding. So can you set a little bit of a baseline for me? From your expectations, what is big data and why is it such an important topic within learning and education? And if you could introduce yourself before you answer that question.
Okay, so I'm Margie Johnson. I'm from Metro Nashville Public Schools. My role here is as Business Intelligence Coordinator, and in the education world, people look at me funny and say, "What is that?" Because really, that's uncommon in educational organizations, especially K-12 educational organizations. But my boss is the Director of Information Management and Decision Support, and she's been following big data for several years, and she hired me on to help her continue, I guess, to foster the data use through our district. You know, when you look at a data system, it includes people, processes, and technology. In our district, we built a data warehouse where we're trying to bring down all those data silos. I even attended Enterprise Data World because I know that this issue isn't just for K-12 education, it is for corporate America as well. We've created silos and now we need to bring them all together. But just because you create a system doesn't mean people will use it. And really that's where my role comes in. My role is to build the capacity of our users to use the data to make informed decisions.
Excellent. And so in the context of learning and education, whether it be in an academic environment like K-12 or within a corporate environment, there's a lot of buzz around this, as I mentioned earlier. So what are the types of things that I would be able to do with big data and the analysis behind it? What kind of problems can I solve? What kind of things can I do that I haven't been able to do in the past? Can you give me an example of something that I can do through big data and business intelligence that can solve a problem for me that I haven't been able to do without this resource available to me before?
Well, I had the opportunity to attend a big data session back last fall, and it was interesting because they were talking about with Hadoop, you know, you can collect data on just where anyone clicks on the website, and corporations are using that data to make decisions. I think with data, we're able to answer questions that we've always had, but now we're having the technology to be able to collect the data. Here in K-12, we're looking at student mobility rates, we're looking at chronic absence. Again, being able to, the technology now allows us to collect the data in a way that even though we've had those questions for many years, we were never able to answer them. Now, not only can we answer those questions, but then we can foster even more questions that are being answered by big data.
Okay. And I know that you mentioned that it's something that you wouldn't expect to have in an academic environment. It's something that's new for both academic and corporate environments to have someone in this role to be dedicated to exploring the data and getting these data-informed decisions and really predictive analytics and being able to just make better decisions through data. If I'm going to be starting out in an organization or within a school like your own, where does someone start out within this world of big data? What are some of the things that they should do to be considering the opportunities and to be educating themselves?
Well, of course, the internet has a wealth of information. I even had to Google my title, Business Intelligence Coordinator, before I applied because, like I said, in education, that was the first time I'd ever heard of that title. The other places that I would look are research. There are researchers starting to look at the world of big data and particularly data use. In my session, I'll be sharing some of those things. Really, a lot of it is about process, and one thing that you'll find with using data, the research supports this buzzword I call collaborative inquiry, and that's really what the session that I'm going to be presenting is about. How do we foster that culture of collaborative inquiry? within our organization so that we can build everyone's capacity to use the data in a better way.
Excellent. And speaking of the session that you're going to be doing, the workshop, you're going to be doing a full-day workshop at DevLearn. When I read your proposal, one of the things that really appealed to me about it was the framework that was attached to what you were going to be talking about, because it added some very tangible, actionable aspects to the big data conversation. A lot of the conversations we have around big data are conceptual, and it's going to be doing this, whereas the workshop description that you had really put it down into this is how we're putting it into action. So if I'm going to be going into your workshop in October, can you give me an idea of what my experience is going to be like in that full-day workshop?
So really we're going to spend the day opening up, talking about that framework, what kind of the lessons learned that we've kind of learned the hard way here at MNPS. You remember I talked about big data is about people, processes, and technology, and this framework addresses all parts of that. Again, the focus is on building people's capacity to use data, but we'll look at different and unique ways that we can do that. One example is just building what we call data guides within our data warehouse, so that when someone pulls up a report, they can immediately go to a data guide and see what that report tells them. So we'll be learning little tips and tricks from lessons that we've learned and lessons that we've kind of taken and tweaked from others, not only in K-12, but like I said, we attended Enterprise Data World and we were getting ideas there as well.
Excellent. Well, it sounds like there's going to be a lot of good tools that people are going to walk out of the workshop with to help them start their own path down to big data. That's excellent.
Yes, and I hope to foster a virtual community out of that, and so that we can stay in touch and share ideas along the way.
That's great. Continue to learn beyond the workshop, and I like the fact when you were describing the description about the learn the hard way, and that's so true about everything that we do. It is the mistakes that we make along the way and the lessons that we learn, and being able to share those in the workshop, and then have an opportunity for people to share those as they leave the workshop. That's a very powerful learning resource. So I think that's a great structure.
Well, thank you. I'm looking forward to it.
Excellent. Well, if you want to learn more about the workshop that Margie is doing at DevLearn, or any of the workshops that are going on at DevLearn this October, please do visit our website, devlearn14.com. devlearn14.com is where you can go for the details. DevLearn is taking place in Las Vegas this October, starting on October 29th through the 31st, with workshops taking place on October 27th and 28th. So if you want to get more details about the workshop that Margie's doing, any of the workshops, or any of the events taking place at DevLearn this October, please do visit our website, devlearn14.com. Margie, I want to thank you for spending some time today discussing big data.
Thank you. It's my pleasure. Look forward to seeing everyone at DevLearn.
And we will see you this October or next time online during Twist Conversations. Take care, everybody. Thanks very much.